Hello, vinyl community. Curtis Young here with Young LP Lovers, doing a contest entry today. George Allen LPs and CDs has a contest going. He's doing a push for 400 subs. I'm surprised George isn't already at 400 subs. Yeah, I really enjoy George's channel. I'll leave the link down below, so get on over and check out George's channel. What can I tell you about George? He's got a great eclectic taste of music. I'm relatively new to the vinyl community still, and I'm learning a lot. It's like a masterclass in music, right? And so George is part of that, and so I really appreciate that, George. He's just a really down-to-earth fella, yeah. He's got a good sense of humor. He doesn't take himself too serious, George, so I really appreciate that. One of the first contests I entered was one of George's contests. I think he was pushing to 300 at the time. So definitely check out George's channel. I don't think you'll be disappointed. So George wants us to do singer-songwriters today for the contest, 3 to 5. Try to keep the video under 9 minutes, kind of 7-minute mark, and I'm babbling on a little bit now, so let me get right into it. So singer-songwriter, I had to think a little bit about, I think there's different interpretations of singer-songwriter, and I know George mentioned like kind of country folk kind of vein, and going through the collection, and I thought, I'm going to do it chronologically. I think that's the way I'm gonna do it. And so, starting out, I'm going to show. So starting out in late 60s, we've got Leonard Cohen. This is my Leonard Cohen box set. The complete studio albums. Well, at least it was the complete studio albums up till the early 2000. Teens, maybe? Anyway, so it's 11 studio albums, and it comes in this lovely little box set here. Nice little booklet, and all 11 studio albums, and these kind of little recreations of the CDs. So yeah, what can I say about Leonard Cohen? I mean, the philosopher, the poet, just beautiful music. Thought-provoking music about love and religion and philosophy and hate and all kinds of themes in Leonard Cohen's music. Fellow Canadian, although I think he spent most of his time between Greece and the U.S. And he's had a couple of albums out after this as well. So yeah, the late, great Leonard Cohen. I think we lost Leonard Cohen in 2015, 16, somewhere around there. So, yeah, I haven't listened to this in a while, so I think I'll put this on after I make this video. So I think the first one, there's a date on this. I want to say 67, but I could be wrong with the date of his first one. Yeah, quickly check the book. Oh no, I gotta keep the book. Keep it going. Keep it moving. All right, so. So sticking in the sort of folk singer-songwriter vein, we're going to go up now to the 1970s, and we've got my Japanese version of Jimmy Buffett's Changes in Latitude, Changes in Attitude. I'm a big Jimmy Buffett fan, yeah. I don't know if I'd quite qualify to call myself a parrot head. I don't think I got the credentials, we'll say, but I love this album. It's, I've spent a little bit of time while traveling. It's definitely a pastime of mine, my family. Do a lot of traveling. And in these times where there's not much traveling happening, this is not a cure for my wanderlust, but it's, it helps. So there's great tunes on this one. The title track, Wonder Why We Ever Go Home is a great track. Banana Republic is good. Margaritaville is on this one. That's probably the big hit on here. Landfall. So just great songs, and I haven't spent some time bumming around Latin America. living in Honduras and so forth. This just brings me to a happy place. So Jimmy Buffett, 75, I want to say. 77, sorry, 77. Okay. And so then I think as we go on through time into the 80s, the singer-songwriter title takes on sort of somewhat of a new feel. And you got people like Springsteen, and you get sort of a more rock pop interpretation of what a singer-songwriter is. And so I thought I would show this one, John Cougar, when he was just John Cougar, before he went back to Mellencamp. So American Fool, little ditty about Jack and Diane, make it hurt so good. Those are the two that I really enjoy off of this one. So singer-songwriter is writing a lot of stuff at this point. He's still got that kind of playboy image they were trying to fit him into, and he kind of ditches that later. So John Cougar. So that was the 80s. 82. So we're gonna go. I got some back to some CDs. We're gonna go back to the 90s now, and growing up in the 90s, listening to music, singer-songwriter tended to be more for female vocalists. Yeah, your Sarah McLachlan's and your Alanis Morissette. The singer-songwriter title seemed to go more towards the female side of things for some reason. And so I've got a singer-songwriter here. This is Shakira. Yeah, this is her breakthrough album. Went platinum in Colombia and around the world. Discalos pies, or pies discalos. That would be like calloused feet. There's your calloused feet on the back. Yeah, and so people will know her for her like pop stuff. Yeah, like her English language stuff. Her Spanish language stuff is just spectacular. It's really good. And she was definitely a singer-songwriter. She became more increasingly pop, especially once she transitioned into English. Seen Shakira a couple times in concerts. She really puts on a great show. But yeah, she plays. There she is with her guitar and so forth. So this one's got some of her better known stuff like Estoy aquí, un poco de amor. What's the other one that's on here? It's quite popular. ¿Dónde estás corazón? Yeah. 8 minutes, I better hurry up. And then if I get into 2000s then, you've got more people like Dave Matthews Band and this guy here, Jack Johnson. Yeah, Jack Johnson. This was a big album for me growing up. Love this album. Brushfire Fairy Tales is the name of the album. Every track on here is great. He's got Ben Harper on the slide guitar on this for the song Flake as a guest. So Jack Johnson. All right, so I'm almost at 9 minutes. So George Allen CDs and LPs, link down below. Check out his channel. We'll get him to 400. You won't regret it. Cheers.